Greetings, gentlemen. Today we are here to discuss India-Sri Lanka relationship. India has a great relationship with Sri Lanka, the earlier known as Ceylon, from 2500 years ago. The earlier Ceylon known have a great relations with India in trade and cultural relations. We know that Ashoka sent his son Mahendra to expand Buddhism in Ceylon, and even we had a great ties and relations in trade in the form of tea, spices, cotton. After its independence in 1948, it suffered a devastated civil war in its own country in Jaffna region. The LTTE Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam led by Villupillai Prabhakaran and the consequence of civil war caused Sri Lanka into a great devastation of hunger and inflation. At that time in 1987, India operated Operation Pawan to bring out LTTE from Jaffna region. Now coming to our trade relations, India have signed several trade relations like ISFTA, that is Indo-Sri Lanka Free Trade Agreement 2000, and CEPA, that is Comprehensive Economic Partnership Act, on which talk is still going on. We have signed Economic Technology Cooperation Agreement in 2015. Around India and Sri Lanka shares a trade relations of $6.2 billion. The trade relation grown to a higher level after India and Sri Lanka signing ISFTA, that is Indo-Sri Lanka Free Trade Agreement in 2000. Sri Lanka benefits maximum tourists from India and the medicine which India sent to them. We have also seen the relations during the COVID-19 when India sent trucks of medicine and vaccines to the Sri Lankan as a first neighborhood policy. Now coming towards diplomacy, Sri Lanka is one of those pearls in the Indian Ocean which can help India to make its dominance stable in the Indian Ocean. We have some bad times too in the fishermen cases and also the Kachethivu Island, which were later given to Sri Lanka by India. To resolve all those, we sit together and have our dialogues. We know now recently the Sri Lankan government has given its one of the important port which is the 25th busiest port of this world as a container based to China for the 99 years of lease, which serves China as one of the important port in string of pearls to surround India. To keep it away from China and increase the Indian dominance in the Indian Ocean region, India have even sent a 2 billion humanitarian aid consignment to Sri Lanka during 2022, the economic crisis of Sri Lanka. We share a common vision in SAARC, BIMSTEC and SAFTA in economic trade and bilateral dialogues to make our situation and relations better. Now, way forward. As I have also mentioned that both are sharing the common interest in SAARC, BIMSTEC and SAFTA, so India should help Sri Lanka to rise up through these platforms and share the mutual trust, have faith and dialogue on fishermen issues. India should also send several FDIs, and as of the government is doing to give scholarship to the Sri Lankan student for studying in India, that should be go on. That will make a better relation with both the countries. Now adding few more points to it, in 2009, 12 and 13, India voted against Sri Lanka in UNHRC, that is United Nations Human Rights Committee or Council, to investigate alleged human rights in the Jaffna region. Also, India and Sri Lanka have exercises like Mitra Shakti, Slinex, Dosti, which increase the relation between both the country and make the friendship to a higher level. To keep its relation stronger, Indian government launched ETV, that is e-tourist visa for the Indians to Sri Lanka as a tourist. That's all. Thank you for listening.